All right, and we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to another awesome episode. This is our weekly live podcast that we now hold on Tuesdays at 8 p.m., and it's the 27th episode of Comic X. We have off-screen Chris, apparently. I am your co-host, James, a.k.a. Comics for Cheap, a.k.a. hashtag Send It to James, and I got my co-host, maybe, with me here.
Give one more AKA just for the hell of it.
Well, I need another AKA?
Just one more.
Okay, all right. AKA, bro, that Hawkeye trailer was a little bit trash. And then we got my co-host with me. Oh, God, no.
It's your boy Chris, a.k.a. Black Ho Mother Santa, a.k.a. Super Cold Water.
This dude brought out the Santa costume. My man's is like, it's September. It's time to start celebrating Christmas.
It's what we doing now, bro. Black Santa need to dress like Black Santa, bro. So, yeah, it's time, man. Shit. The whole thing ain't together because, as you can see, I don't have the shades because of an incident where I'm pretty sure somebody came to fix some stuff for me and broke my shades. But you know what? We don't handle that in the streets. But anyway, so next week, you'll probably get the full get up. But this is what your boy gonna be doing now, because you know Black Santa, and Black Santa need to make sure he looking like Black Santa.
Yeah, I mean it's the holidays; it's your busiest time of the year, so you want to try to get ahead. But even though you're getting ahead by being dressed up appropriately here in September, we all know that we're not going to get our presents until probably early January, right? I mean that's just
yeah. But you're gonna get all you're gonna get, and what you desire, you're gonna get it all. It's gonna be a little late,
right?
A little late.
Oh, worth it.
But it's worth it, though.
But it's worth it. Worth the wait. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So for everyone who's watching now, anyone catching the replay, hit that like button, smash it, subscribe. We're here every Tuesday. I think we're going to do Tuesdays at 8 now. We're just kind of bouncing around a little bit, finding the sweet spot, having fun with our schedules, and also we enjoy Monday Night Football, so that's kind of why we changed it over to Tuesday. And let's just go ahead and jump into it. Again, this is where we talk about everything pop culture, but mostly comic books, movies, and anime. Yeah. And but yeah, everything pop culture means we get to talk a little bit about sports too. Hell yeah, dude, this weekend was crazy for football. Opening weekend. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. I went to the Panthers game, which was a lot of fun. Got to watch Darnold beat up the Jets a little bit. But it is the Jets, so I didn't get too excited about how the Panthers were looking or anything like that. Christian McCaffrey, who looked outstanding, though. Glad to see that he's healthy for now. Hope he makes it through the season in his tip-top form. And then got the game. We were just talking about the game last night, the Monday Night Football game, right before we jumped on, and how crazy that was, too.
That was crazy. It went back and forth because, I mean, the Ravens had a 14-point lead at one point. And it really looked like they was going to somewhat cruise through. And then next thing you know, the Raiders ends up tying the game back up. And one of the reasons is, look, Lamar Jackson is amazing. He's a beast. He's a former MVP, league MVP. The dude is amazing, right? But it seems that he has not got better as a passer. Like, he seems to be the same passer he was as a rookie. Like, he made some amazing passes, but that was through his movement and him getting out of the pocket, running around, and making plays. Basically making like those backyard football plays.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
It's like, bro, like he has not gotten too much better as a passer from his rookie season. And that's the problem that's always going to hold them back. Because if he can't make these crucial passes, and he missed some big passes last night, if he can't make these plays, then they're not going to ever really ascend to that level they need to, especially with all the injuries they have.
Oh, yeah. And what are they, the number one? They're leading already, the injuries, all their running backs. And they had a couple injuries even last night on the field.
I mean, they're pulling guys off the street.
Yeah, all those dudes they cut in the preseason, they're like, oh, never mind. You want to come on back? Like you want
to? They called me. I was like, look, man,
Black Santa.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. They called Black Santa. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm sorry, man.
He's like, I got
and they was
to
like,
go.
We can pay you so. I was like, but it's not guaranteed. So I got to go to the guaranteed
money. Nothing in the NFL is guaranteed. They got, and plus also you got to go to the DMV, bro. Like I'm just
had to go to the DMV. Got to go there, James.
That's like one of our favorite jokes that goes way back from one time I had to go to the DMV. Like one time I had to go to the fucking DMV and they were trying to get me to work late. I would always say yes, like I'll stay, whatever. But the one time I had to go to the DMV, they never let me forget it. And it just became the rolling joke that like whatever you had to do anything, bro, I had to go to the DMV.
I had to go to the DMV. I had to go.
But when it went to overtime, which was just nuts, and then the Raiders they thought they scored right the first time.
It was over. Everybody celebrating, guys are hugging. Lamar Jackson about to take his jersey off and swap jerseys and stuff. And the referee was like,
"Dude, how would you like to be that referee who's got to be like, guys, actually, he was down at the half-yard line."
Yeah. Because it's so funny. Oh, and it's also funny because we talked about it last week. We were saying how Peyton Manning turned down a bunch of jobs and how I was like, I think he's doing something. The something he is doing is, again, it's not full-time, but he's doing, him and his brother Eli are doing a bunch of games for ESPN too. And, oh, my God, listening to Peyton, look, he's already my favorite quarterback. Again, I said it before. I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. But Tom Brady's just the most winning. But, oh my goodness, the dude, what makes him so great is his personality off the field. Peyton Manning is hilarious. And because look at him and you don't think he's hilarious, it makes it even more funny. Listening to him and Eli, both of them breaking down different plays before they even happen. Both of them really going into what a play is and what it's going to be. And them just cracking jokes. The first thing happened when they go to overtime. Peyton's like, yeah, so I was looking at my contract and I don't get paid for overtime. So see you later. And he just walks off and just and Eli is just him. And Russell Wilson was there too. And they was just talking about Peyton came back. It was just great. Those guys are a joy. But yes, it goes awesome. To overtime.
Yes.
The Raiders thought they won the game. Everybody's celebrating. Guys are hugging.
Everyone's on the field.
And like you said, the ref had to be that guy. When they showed the replay, I'm like, oh, crap, he's short.
Yeah, he's short. Yeah. And the coaches knew it, too. So the coaches
like, just let it go. Everybody's already celebrating. Just let it go. Don't be that guy.
I almost thought, first of all, I almost thought for a second that's what the Ravens were going to do. But then I was like, there's no fucking way he keeps his job if he does that. So I was like, there's no way possible that the coach will be like, yeah, whatever. I mean, at the half-yard line, they're probably going to score anyway. Or I was like, he would be fired. They would not let that go for the rest of the week on ESPN, and we all know that. So yeah, they got to calm him down, and then got to get refocused back into playing the game after. You gotta re-put yourself, both the defense and the offense. The offense just thought they won, so they're all hyped up and whatever. And defense, you have to re-zone back in to make the stop, and they made the stop, and they got an interception in the fucking end zone.
Oh my God! I was like, "Oh, this is great."
That's Peyton when I almost woke up.
Lines too. Peyton says, "If it's me, you have to run the ball 4 times, and if you can't score on 4th and inches, you don't deserve to win. You don't deserve to win." Now, I'm not saying he intentionally said this. What made it so funny, I mean, he didn't mean it in this way, but Russell Wilson was there. And I don't know if you remember the famous situation with Russell Wilson, where they didn't get the ball off to Marshawn Lynch when they was first and inches at the goal line, where if they hand it off 4 straight times, Marshawn more than likely gets in there. Even if he don't, you at least kick a field goal. More than likely they win the game. They don't kick a field goal, but either way, more than likely they win the game.
Yes.
He didn't do that. They went for the throw. He throws an interception. Yo, his face was like...
Yeah, you didn't want to say nothing during that second.
He didn't say a word. And I was just not laughing, But no, he throws the ball. They get an interception. The defense is going crazy. I'm like, wow, did that really just happen? That did not just happen.
Right.
But then what else happened, Dino?
What else happened? Lamar proves that he can't get it done in the big situations, man. I love Lamar Jackson. Watching him play is just it's just a talent that's just untouched, I think, by pretty much anyone. Even like Mahomes, Brady can't do what he does. Brady's slow as fuck. So Lamar is so fast, it's so good, but like you were saying, when it comes down to like the big plays or like really throwing as accurately as he can, finding that open man, that's where he struggles a little bit because he's so focused on the scramble. I feel like that he just kind of loses a little bit to the moving it downfield. When you can throw it, you have an open person. He had a couple open people a couple times during that drive. Just could not connect. So so then the Raiders came back and had the bomb throw, and dude was wide open. Like a little layup that he did in the end zone too. Which I don't know how he got that open, but I
don't know neither. That's the biggest. That was like the biggest question mark of the whole game to me. Not even the 2 fumbles by Lamar, and one fumble was so bad. His first fumble, where he gets hit and he's like in midair, and for whatever reason, he tries to switch the ball into his other hand, and I was and I saw that, and I'm watching it, and I see it happen right when it's happened. I'm like, did he try to switch hands? Did he try to do that? And they showed the replay, and I'm like, oh my God, he did. What is wrong with you? That's like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen a player do. Like, seriously, it was so stupid. And it was like asking to fumble, and then he cleanly fumbled. I'm just like, bro, what was going through your mind? I don't know what logic was there to say, while I'm in midair with guys coming at me trying to get the ball out, I'm going to switch it real fast. Why would you even do that? Just hold that thing and go down. It made no sense. So he fumbles, but he had the second fumble. And like you said, this dude was wide open. The guy who was supposed to be on the safety didn't even look like he cared. And he was just basically jogging the whole time, it looked like. And he was like, well, he's jogging. Oh, well. I was like, how the hell is he this open in overtime? Where one score ends the game. How does this happen?
Man. I don't know. But it was a great game to watch. I almost woke up Alexis multiple times right there at the end. I was just like, oh shit. Like I couldn't believe what was happening. But yeah, it was good to see.
Happy about that.
She would have been so pissed. But it was good to see Vegas win, and finally the fans could go to this brand new stadium as well. And I'm sure really Vegas was partying hard last night. And so that's our little football shenanigans. Let's move into movies, because you were talking about.
I got one thing to say. One more thing, really quick.
Go ahead.
And this what made Black Santa really angry. All right. Terry Bradshaw had
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw, Super Bowl champion, put respect in that man's name, had the nerve to come out here and just straight up just disrespect Aaron Rodgers so bad. Now, don't get me wrong. God. Aaron Rodgers didn't play very well.
No,
that team got destroyed by freaking Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints. I mean, it was a massacre. I don't know what the hell happened with Aaron Rodgers out there. I mean, it looked so bad it made you think Aaron Rodgers was sabotaging the Packers last Sunday, because it didn't make no sense.
People started saying that, actually. They were saying that he was purposely sabotaging because of that he didn't get his trade. That he was purposely doing this shit. Yeah. I was like, there's no way. I was like, maybe 5 years ago, but not now. He ain't got that much longer left.
No, I don't think Aaron did that, because one, from my understanding, they at least came to an agreement that at the end of the season, he should be able to leave if he wants to. But they also did offer him the biggest contract in, I'm pretty sure, NFL history. But it is what it is. But either way, Terry Bradshaw went on Aaron Rodgers, talking trash about this man, saying this dude needs to shut up and just play football, basically. He don't need to be whining about who's on his team and whining about personnel and whining. And when the dude was like, one of the guys when it was like, well, he's an MVP. He won MVP. He's the reigning MVP. He's like, I don't care what he is. All I know is always whining and blah, blah, blah. He was just trashing. I just want to read something real quick, because Terry Bradshaw was talking a whole lot of trash. But that was something that we need to remember here. In Terry Bradshaw's era, they didn't throw the ball that, it wasn't like you get nowadays. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if we have multiple people hit 5,000 yards this season. and we have like almost like all the top quarterbacks at least in the 40 over 40 4,000 like 4,200 or something like that, 4,200, something like that, 4,500 yards, something like that. I won't be shocked because of just one, it's an extra game, and the way the passing is. You look at this weekend, the quarterbacks had a great weekend. Like it was huge numbers all over the board.
Let me ask you a question real quick, because this is actually something I'm interested in, and I know you're a big stats person. So now that we have an extra game this season, how is that going to affect like the quote unquote most rushing yards in a season or a regular season, or like most passing yards in a regular season? Because now you got a whole extra game. So think of like if a running back runs that extra 120 yards for that game, and he just destroys or mollywops the previous record. That's just, I don't know how fair is that going to be.
I agree with you. I actually don't. It sucks now because it basically comes to like now, like when they talk about the modern era to the past eras and all this, and you had less games, or you had, this guy's numbers was this guy's number is that. Now with the extra game, like I said, guys are going to be able to stat their pass even more. Pack their stats even more. I was kind of
right.
Matthew Stafford, because of everybody in Detroit was always calling him Matthew Pat Stafford, because he always had his stats way better than what they actually really was in terms of winning. But anyway, he had a great game too. He put up some big numbers, but he does that. Now you're gonna see guys do that. You're gonna see guys have much bigger numbers than what they did, and it sucks though, because when that record is broken, they're just going to go with it. They're not going to be like, there are going to be some people who say, oh, well, remember, this guy had so-and-so amount of games. He did it in this amount of games. It's like when you look at Tom Brady. He's playing all these years. It's making his stats look better than the other guys. Like he's breaking Peyton Manning and Drew Brees' record. But look at how much longer he's playing than those guys. It's basically going to be that. So that's why, me personally, as a stats guy, I don't put an asterisk, but I do keep in mind, well, Brady is playing to 44. These other guys didn't play that long.
Right.
And we got an extra game, so this guy's going to break this record. It's impressive, but at the same time, you got to look at this guy only had this amount of games, and he did this.
Right.
So I do look at that. But real quick, let me read something real fast, because how great Mr. Bradshaw is. Now Bradshaw is, again, respect on his name, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, even won the Most Valuable Player award, like Aaron Rodgers have done. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. But what's funny about that, he played from 1970 to 1983, and you're only a 3-time Pro Bowler, but yet you have a league MVP. Something don't seem right about that, actually. And if you actually look at this man's numbers is straight garbage.
Uh-oh.
If he was in the modern era, and I'll basically say from 1995 and up, he wouldn't have lasted this long. He would have been benched and kicked out of the league. His career touchdown to interception ratio is a whopping, let me make sure I got this right here, 212 touchdowns to 210 interceptions.
God.
That is garbage. This man has had, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This man has had six seasons, well, at least 5 seasons for sure, where he's thrown more interceptions or equal to touchdowns he's thrown. The most touchdowns this man has ever thrown in a season is 28, and he still threw 20 interceptions that same year. So you say, why do I bring all this garbage stats up? I mean, seriously, this dude is like, he's a Hall of Famer, but honestly, if you really look at it, Matt Stafford has better numbers than Terry Bradshaw. Only thing Stafford don't have, obviously, is the playoff wins and the Super Bowls. But what does that tell you? This dude was winning because of that great Pittsburgh defense. They was winning despite him. Not
plus,
because of him.
The man looks like a turkey.
You disrespect Aaron Rodgers, and you talk about this dude don't deserve this dude don't deserve that. He wouldn't survive in my era. He said that before. Aaron Rodgers wouldn't survive in my era. Son, look at your numbers. You only survived in your era because your team was good around you, not because of you. You wouldn't survive in today's era. because of how bad of a quarterback you actually was. Look, I know any Pittsburgh fan is like, we hate this guy. Unsubscribe. But you know what? It's factual. It's true.
He survived. I don't know how he survives on TV looking like a turkey. You know what I mean? Like, this dude looks like he's got the giblet neck for sure. He got the like wobbly gobbly neck, right? The dude is at least like 4. Yeah, the dude's at least like 400 pounds. He looks like he's gonna stroke out or have a heart attack every time he's on screen. Anytime I see him like toss a football, I think his rotator cuff is just gonna like disintegrate. Like right there on screen, I think we're gonna watch the ball come out of the socket like while he's trying to throw a football. So, you know, I don't know how much room he has to talk shit about anybody, but you know, whatever. You know,
because he even made sure he commented about Aaron Rodgers' hippie look. He made sure he talked about that too. And
yeah, because he lost his hair at like 15 years old.
Once you start getting personal, that kind of ticks me off. You want to talk about Aaron's game, say he had a bad game, say you don't like this and that. That's fine. But once you start taking personal jabs, that makes me want to take personal jabs. Look, if he would have just strictly talked about Aaron Rodgers' game, I would never bring no stats up because I don't think that's fair. But once you start taking personal stats, personal takes at people, I can do it too. Terry Bradshaw, hot take here, was a garbage quarterback. I'm just saying.
Look, and Aaron Rodgers got them long, beautiful flowing locks now. Terry Bradshaw was losing his hair at 15 years old, so we don't really need to discuss too much about why he's jealous about, you know, how Aaron Rodgers is looking right now on screen. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you know, okay, just respond back to him, okay, boomer, because he is the definition of okay, boomer.
100%, yes.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on into some movie news, because you were telling me that you saw the Matrix trailer.
I did see the Matrix trailer. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. I'm very excited. I'm excited for this movie actually, because I want to know what are they doing. It was because this is the thing about the Matrix that I love this about the Matrix 1. It was so good, but also super confusing. I've heard people say it took them years to actually truly figure out what the Matrix was really doing in the first movie, because there's a lot of things about that's very confusing that you're just like, what the hell is going on here? Especially when it first came out. It's such an interesting and intriguing movie and mindset when you really focus in and just get yourself just into the whole thing of what the Matrix is. And again, Matrix 1 was good. Matrix 2, I really enjoyed. Matrix 3,
not so much.
It made money. It was not so much. It wasn't really that good. This one here, it's like, how is John Wick still here?
Did Bradshaw ever bang Olivia Munn? I don't think so.
Exactly. That's another one. Bradshaw was banging back there. I want to see some of his girls. Aaron Rodgers be having the funnest girls. I want to see some of Bradshaw's girls back when he was just the Super Bowl champion and all that stuff.
Right. I didn't actually get to see the Matrix trailer because the whole like a revamp of the Matrix 20 years later just does not interest me as much, I guess.
Think about this. Even in marketing, James, they did it where they did 2 different separate ones where it was like, if you go to their website, you could pick between the blue pill and the red pill, and it showed you 2 different like trailers basically. That was really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
like
that is
they're really going into what the Matrix is, where it's kind of a huge mind fuck, but at the same time, you know, it's just action packed and it's a lot of things that go down because it's just the Matrix is a very deep movie when you really think about what they actually do. And of course, it kind of got away from that a little bit, definitely in the third movie, where it was just kind of more of like super more actiony, and it was just like a lot of plot points and plot holes was just like, this is dumb and this doesn't make sense. But the big thing is like, how is Neo back or John Wick?
He's definitely John Wick. John Wick just got sent into the Matrix because he's got the long hair and the beard.
Like, both of them should be dead. Is this taking place a lot in the movie? That they're conscious, they're so powerful, they put their conscious completely in the Matrix. I think at the end of 3, Neo basically did that, and they did hint that he can come back. But Serenity, though, she should be completely dead.
Right.
So I don't know how she's back. Like, all of this stuff is just so interesting to me. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it.
I saw something that was saying, how is the Matrix supposed to scare you anymore? because if I was given the choice now in today's day and age, I would definitely be uploaded into a computer program from 1999 and not have to worry about shit anymore. And I was like,
I mean,
you know what? I can't disagree with that.
I can't argue about that. I can't argue about that.
Put me back into 1999 with Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and we gonna have a good time.
Right, you know me. You know, I take my Tupac and Biggie and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Jay-Z coming up, those guys. But you got your Backstreet Boys. That's what's up.
Look,
what's up.
I can listen to Tupac and Biggie too. I'm just saying.
That's cool. Hey, my favorite singer is Mariah Carey. So I ain't matching, bro. That's my
that's because you're Black Santa and all you want for Christmas is you, right? So you just be singing that song all year long. God.
This man, see, you know me,
singing that song all year long.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! But yeah, I do need to watch the trailer because I saw like the little teaser that was on TV that there was like you need to go here to watch the trailer, and I was just like, no, no. And yeah, but I, if it's good, it's good. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I need to go back and rewatch the first two because I haven't seen them in a long time. But I do remember it being like one of the first movies that just like you were saying earlier, where I was like, man, what is going? They're kind of a little bit of a brain fuck because what is going? Are they in the Matrix? Are they not in the Matrix right now? Who's in, like what's going down? And just it was good. It was definitely an original idea.
It is,
and it was a great movie. And if they make a really good sequel, I'll be excited about it. If it's just like you said, like the third one just had just all action and really no plot, I'll be less excited about it.
Yeah. Same here. So we'll see. I know we're gonna get into probably maybe now that good old Hawkeye trailer.
Oh yeah, I gotta look it up here. The Hawkeye trailer.
The Hawkeye trailer. I mean,
how'd you feel about it, Chris?
Man, I kind of thought it was garbage. Like, I was not impressed at all. And I'm not saying it was like the worst trailer I've ever seen. It was just one of those things where it was so generic, basically everything you expect it to be, that I was just like, even the way he's introduced to her, I was like, this is so lame.
Right.
Like, this is so cheesy. This is so predictable.
Of her being the new Ronin or whatever.
Tell me that kind of annoyed me when she was kind of in that suit.
Yeah, let's jump in. Let's just go ahead.
I was getting that because that really pissed me off too, and that made me I was like, no,
no,
don't do that. Yeah, like no.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can full screen it for us here, and go ahead and play it. So it's set in Christmas time. That's another thing. First of all, that I don't like is that it's Christmas themed for me. And if you theme something to a holiday like overly, it doesn't become like the replay value of it goes down significantly.
Exactly. Like when Christmas movies are best to watch during Christmas time, in a way that hurts the rebound, like you watching it outside of Christmas.
Right. Yes, exactly. So I really hope they don't try to do that too much with No Way Home, because I know that's supposed to be set around the holidays too. But them playing like a Christmas song in the background the whole time with this really annoyed the crap out of me. I did not like that. So we have Clint. He's trying to get back with his family, make up for lost time. This is obviously kind of close to the end, or right after Endgame happened. So he's back with his family. Yay, happy. And he's trying to make up for all the lost time. This was really cool. Rogers, the musical, that cracked me up. That's probably the best part of the whole trailer, honestly. Just Rogers, the musical. So obviously they go to see it because he's an Avenger. He's like, I want to see how I'm portrayed on stage. And then, we get this mysterious character here who is Ronin, but it's Kate Bishop as Ronin.
That makes me so angry because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's a girl. It's literally what I did. Just was like, that's the girl. Cool.
So obviously his past is catching up with him, all the time that he spent as Ronin between Infinity War
how
and
many
Endgame.
Years passed between the 5 years, something like that?
5 years, yeah.
5 years, yeah.
So he was fucking people up for 5 years. Probably mostly like mobsters, gang related activity is what it looks like he was after, right? So
he was
looks like
great value choice version of Red Hood.
Exactly. So he's like, oh, I got to go take care of a problem. I'll probably be home for Christmas, but maybe
I'll see
not.
you Christmas time. Will you daddy? I'll be there.
Yeah. So then we get Haley Steinfeld as Ronan for a little bit. They're after Ronan, and they're like, that's not Ronan. And then she's like, oh, look, it's Hawkeye. I'm the greatest archer of all time. Except not really. So blah, blah, blah. They get to know each other. Cheesy little shit. More Christmas music. And I don't know how I feel, man. That was, what do they call it? The sweatsuit gang or something like jumpsuit gang.
What did they call it? I don't know what they called them.
These dudes right here are called like the jumpsuit.
At this point in time, my head was like down, basically listening to this crap.
These dudes right here are called, I think, the jumpsuit gang.
The jumpsuit gang?
Yeah, they're like minor villains.
Okay.
But yeah, just they're supposed to be comedic relief, which is why they throw a Molotov cocktail. He catches it and throws it right back. So just kind of comedic, whatever. Which I think they're gonna definitely rely on a lot of comedy for this show. Unfortunately, as you can see, like even when she's training and she's new, so she's gonna make a lot of mistakes. So it's gonna be a lot of like dope type moments. I think. Yeah. And that's kind of what they're gonna rely on.
This holiday season.
That bitch right there. I don't remember her name. I know she's a pretty prominent actress. I think that's supposed to be her mother. So there's talk of her being a twist, I guess, like a twist villain or of some sort. They're gonna kind of rewrite her into some sort of a twist villain. So apparently she's someone to look out for. We get the dog. The dog was such a cute little cameo. I don't know if you remember, Chris, in one of Matt Fraction's issues, there's a like silent issue from the perspective of the dog. So that's the dog. I think his name's Lucky, if I remember correctly. But it's a really cute issue, so it was a really cool little call to him. Some more action, blah blah blah. Yay. That's Echo. Her little face right there. Where'd it go? There, her. Was that? That's Echo. So if we get Echo, there's a chance we might get a Kingpin cameo, is what they're talking about. That would be kind of cool if we get like a cameo.
That
Kingpin.
would be cool, but I mean, honestly, it's too much stuff going on in fucking Spider-Man right now. But I would have rather got up in Spider-Man first. But
right. The joke about the fucking arrows. Do you have more dangerous arrows than that? Yes. I have nuclear arrows. And that's pretty much the end of that trailer. So yeah, that's the excitement that we got there. And let's go ahead and stop the share. There we go. But yeah, so
I'll watch this whole thing right there.
I'll still watch it. I know I'm still gonna watch it just to watch it. And but what I'm confused
we'll talk about it, and you'll tell me things that happen, and I'll be like, "Damn it!" and then I'll give my perspective on it. But who knows? It comes out in November, right? So there's still time. Maybe I'll change my mind. We'll see.
I think they're probably gonna do another trailer for it. But here's what I was missing from it. One, that Contessa Elaine from Seinfeld bitch who told Yelena Belova to go after Hawkeye at the end of Black Widow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
they didn't say shit about that. So
it's the first trailer though. So
I know.
It'll probably be later on.
But like at least something, because I mean at this point, if you wanted to watch Black Widow, you've watched it. Like so everyone is just kind of expecting that part to lead into Hawkeye. So it was just a little strange, I guess, for it to be like, it was just so much of a jokey type trailer, I guess, that that's this probably the most driving force is that they're after Clint because they think that he killed Black Widow.
Right.
And so I feel like that's the most important part that they just completely didn't even mention in the trailer. And then two, Echo, who was like the biggest bubble of the fact that she's going to be appearing, she's going to have her own thing on Disney Plus, her own little series or whatever, and they just show her face. So that's probably my two biggest letdowns for that trailer, besides the Christmas music and all that stuff that we just talked about too.
It just didn't seem interesting. It just seemed boring, and I mean, You already know how I feel about too much comedy in my superhero stuff, where you need some, but if you make the whole thing a freaking joke, then for me at least, I'm not going to be that interested. Definitely when these guys are already depowered and much weaker than what they are in the actual comics, just making it so much, it basically becomes a parody to me, and I don't really need that. If I want to watch a parody, I could just watch a parody of it.
I'll just load up Pornhub.
There's tons of parodies of Hawkeye just not being able to hit anything. There's tons of jokes about Hawkeye throughout the years, especially with the Avengers. So I can easily watch a parody of Hawkeye in like 5 seconds. But
just bring up Pornhub.com and I said just bring up Pornhub.com and type in Hawkeye.
I didn't say anything about anything like that.
Look, if it's gonna be a parody, there better be some fucking. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
Look, Haley Steinfeld in a porn parody. Right.
How the Pornhub music go? Do something like that. Yeah.
What are you doing, Hawkeye?
No. There's a scene later on where Hawkeye's stepsister gets stuck into a washing machine. I'm stuck, step bro. Come get me out. And then that's when things really get hot and spicy.
He loads a dildo onto a fucking boat. I hit every target. Can you imagine the force? Like this dude is outside, like next door from the fucking neighbor's house, and he's long ass dildo.
Hits a wall, hits another wall, hits some girl in the mouth, pops out of her mouth somehow, hits another wall, and right in the hole where he was aiming at, I hit everything. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Hawkeye really is the best shooter in the Avengers.
Damn, he shot his shot right there.
Yeah, he did. He shot it. He got it. Good for you. Good for you.
Oh, shit. All right, so Disney Plus is having a porn parody of Hawkeye coming soon.
I think that's going to do better than the actual version.
Yo, what's up, man? This part of the arrow is called the shaft. I'm done. I'm done. We can just end the podcast there. There's nothing gonna top that shit. I swear to God. Oh my God, that is too fucking funny. Oh shit, I'm crying over here. It's too funny.
That is good.
All right, so we get Hawkeye giving the shaft. To Seinfeld. Oh my God,
the Revenge of the Shaft.
Yeah. And so I'm hoping for a cameo of Kingpin out of this show. If we're gonna get anything on Echo, I hope that they make Echo more badass than they made Taskmaster, at least. Jesus, because their powers are rather similar. Like they are, no, I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but like as far as what they do, it's pretty similar. So I'm hoping they don't fuck her up. And then I know if she's gonna be having her own show, I know Kingpin's probably gonna be a big part of that show. Daredevil probably gonna be a big part of that show. Maybe we get a Matt Murdock or Daredevil cameo in this show. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe at least a mention. I know I always shoot for the stars with the speculation here, but
it makes you wonder, during the time frame, does this take place before the events of like the Spider-Man movie?
It's got to, right?
I'm assuming so. Because that could be interesting if he shows up and he's like, well, I got this kid I got to go interrogate or something or help out or something.
Right.
That could be interesting.
I mean, it has to, because like it's got to be before a bunch of multiverse shit really pops off.
But then again, to be fair, it could take place during or after, because because it's a spell, so if things go wrong with the spell, it could just pop Strange and Peter somewhere else and has nothing to do with Hawkeye.
With what's going on in New York, yeah,
right. Like it could just warp them to another multiverse where everything that's happening in their multiverse still continues to happen, as if they're just not there right now.
Right, that would make sense. So it's probably like very close. I wouldn't think that it's after, but yeah, like you're saying, I think either like right before or during the same kind of timeline. Yeah. That's pretty much all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that Haley Steinfeld doesn't suck as Kate Bishop. but I mean, both those characters are kind of hard to fuck up anyway. So it's not really like a stretch to say, like, for them to do a bad job. You're shooting a bow and arrow, so come on, you gotta be good. That's pretty much it. I'm with you, man. Like, this is probably gonna be one of those shows that I don't go back and rewatch. I'll just one and done it, and then I'll be it. Unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I mean, hell, it'll be great if I even watch it. So don't even worry about rewatching.
What if it's like the most surprisingly good show that comes out, and both of us are just like, "Oh my god,
this was garbage! This was the worst thing ever." And then like we got to find out, no, this was the best of all of them. It's like, really? Hawkeye was better than Wanda, really? That forced me to watch this garbage.
The whole time you're like super mad that it's good. Like, I fucking hate how.
Yeah, exactly. I hate nothing. Yes. Give me some more eggnog. Bull crap. It's great though. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my freaking life.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I hope Kingpin shows up sooner than later too, though. Because I mean, Kingpin's so big and so good on his own. He could legitimately be the next villain for Spider-Man in his own movie anyway. Because Kingpin is just so good, and if you do the character the way it needs to be done, he's just a great character. Well, the thing about Kingpin that's awesome, as ruthless as he is, he's honor bound too. Like, if he says he's gonna do something for you, he's gonna do it.
Right. The guy, I know his name is Vincent. Dude. Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, who played Kingpin. That's the guy they're talking about using. He played Kingpin on the Daredevil show. Okay. On Netflix, and did a really good job. My only complaint about him was that, like, he was a little bit thinner. Like, he's a big dude, but he was a little bit thinner than I guess you would usually like associate Kingpin with.
That's the funny thing about Kingpin, though, because a lot of people think he's fat.
No, I know he's not fat.
He has like basically zero muscle fat. It's so small. The amount of muscle fat he actually, like the amount of fat he actually has, is mainly muscle. Like,
yeah, it's all
savage in the gym too. Like, it's really cool. Like,
and they showed that, and I loved that they showed that in the gym. Cool. He goes to prison for a little while in the show, and then he puts 315 on the bar, like no warm up, sits down and just fucking boom, 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 like over and over and over again, and like multiple scenes. And I just like, it's very subtle. But it's the fact that he's just like lifting 315 like it's fucking 5 pounds that really cracks me up. So they definitely power skill him that way, that he is extremely strong. There's multiple times where he just picks up Daredevil and throws him through a wall, like that type of shit. So it's not that I would ever want him to be unhealthy, like the actor himself to be unhealthy to portray Kingpin. But that's my only complaint, is that Vincent just on screen looks a little bit more too in shape, I guess, as far as our standard. Yeah, you know what I mean. But he did the character very well, so I'm really hoping that they do those rumors are true, that he is going to be the one to carry forward Kingpin into the MCU.
And if they do that, it makes you wonder, hey DC, why couldn't you just didn't use the Flash that you had before?
God. Why you always gotta get me mad about this, Chris? It's like you going out of your way to piss me off about the fact that they did use this shitty kid for the Flash now. I can't stand it. I don't.
That's Black Santa's gift to you. Like.
I don't want this gift. No milk and cookies for you.
Hey! I better have that milk cookies.
Hold on. What is Black Santa's equivalent for milk and cookies, though?
Well,
because I swear to God, if you say fried chicken and Hennessy, I'm gonna be so mad. I swear, I'll be so mad at you right now.
What if I said fried chicken and grape Kool-Aid?
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
You do it. Do they still have the grape whatever?
Grape soda machine, bro.
Yeah,
it's on right now. Like, okay, so this is bullcrap what PetSmart's trying to do right now. All right, look, and I know to be careful. I can never say anything really bad about my company on live. Stupid, but this is the one thing I don't agree with, though, is the fact that we have our drink machine, and then you know what they decided to do, James? They put a small cooler by register 1 with drinks in there that cost more money, the same size soda can, a soda bottle. But costs like almost close to $1 more than
the ones in the machine.
in the back.
Oh my god!
And now, even with your discount, it's still like 35 cents more than what you would get if you just got it in the back for like $1.20 something. And they got that up there. I haven't bought a single thing from there because I'm not doing that.
Right.
But they're trying to, because now that machine is completely empty, been empty for like a week now. I can't get my sodas from my machine. And now they're like, oh, just come up here and buy this. We even got Monster drink up here. You want to get some Monster drink?
Oh, that was probably
you in the store. Yeah,
I can't even name. I'm not gonna name people. I have a feeling I know whose idea that was, but yeah. So grape Kool-Aid and what'd you say? Oh, and fried chicken for
fried chicken and some great Kool-Aid, great sodas. Good for me, man. Oh, root beer. Oh,
root beer, nice.
Chicken root beer, bro. What are we talking about?
I was just about to say, what the fuck were we even talking about to get to this point? I don't even know.
We got from Kingpin to just
Kingpin. Thank you.
I know we were talking about the gift that I was giving you about Spike.
Yes. About Flash.
Yeah.
See, I'm so like I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to the new Batman movie. I'm hoping and I'm praying that it's good. Suicide Squad was entertaining. The new one. So like I'm just holding out the hope, man.
It was nothing special though.
No, it wasn't anything like.
That wasn't bad. It was just
exactly. But I would rewatch it. So it wasn't. It didn't put me to sleep like Aquaman did. So there's that.
I love it. Aquaman's great. This is such a good movie, James.
Yeah, dude. 10 minutes in, I didn't even make it past 10 minutes, and it was morning time. Okay, so I should have been awake. Like it was 11 a.m. prime of the day. I'm getting stuff done. I put on Aquaman and I'm out like it's fucking midnight. I swear to God.
As if you was watching a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it's like I was watching one of the new Star Wars movies. It was insane. So, but I'm just hoping that Batman is good. But I cannot stand Ezra Miller. No, is it Ezra Miller? Is that what his name is?
Oh no,
whoever he is. New Flash actor. Yeah, Ezra Miller. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't stand him as the Flash. He did really good in the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower. I thought he was phenomenal as that in that role. But I do not like him as the Flash. I don't think anybody does. I have never heard one person say, you know what, the dude who's doing the Flash now for the movies is outstanding. I haven't heard that once.
The dude who's playing the Flash, the dude Flash right now, he is outstanding.
All right, so that goes Chris. It looks like I'm continuing this podcast by myself. Oh shit. No, I mean just like I don't know why they couldn't bring the kid from the show. It just doesn't make any sense because Disney now is doing it, Marvel's doing it, and they just can't bring the same characters in. Like, what if they wanted to use Green Arrow? Now we're gonna get a new Green Arrow besides whoever it is that was playing him. It just doesn't. It's silly. Like, or Supergirl, or like they've put so many freaking shows on. So we got Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, whatever's going on. What's going on now? One of the ones that's going on, or Batwoman, Batgirl, whoever it is. Yeah, so like all these main DC characters that could definitely play a role in like movies or other storylines or anything like that. Anyone from the Titans, the Teen Titans, any of these kids that are doing, they're doing their best. They've established the character, they've built the origin of what they are supposed to be, and now we have to remake a new origin with a new person playing this role. It's just so confusing and convoluted when you can just literally just snatch the dude from the show, which is going to bring more attention to that show, by the way. So now fans are like, oh, I liked him in this movie, let me go watch the show or something like that. So now instead of that, you're bringing brand new actors and characters and rewriting their origins, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I got you, and I can agree with that. That's true. That is true. I don't know, man. With all of the like stuff I hear about this movie, like one moment is perfectly fine, everything's going good, it's gonna come out. Next time they're like, it might not even come out, could be delayed, this and that. There's always something weird that you hear about this Batman movie where honestly, until I start getting like legit trailers and it's actually around the time it's going to come out and it actually comes out, I don't even know it's going to come out. Like I have no idea at this point what's actually going to happen with this movie. The plot,
I'm pretty sure
what's actually going to happen in it too. Yeah, all these different Batmans who could potentially show up, who probably is going to show up, who's been cast, who hasn't been cast. It's like the Spider-Man thing, except for it's not really that interesting. It's more learning.
That's true. They are. It looks like they're trying to keep up with Spider-Man. It's just like they were trying to keep up with Avengers with the Justice League movie. Now they're trying to keep up with Spider-Man verse with all the multiple Batmans, and they're jumping straight into a Flashpoint movie after the Batman movie, which doesn't make sense either. Way too soon to try to attempt a fucking Flashpoint movie, in my opinion, especially with that trash ass actor. And so I don't know, man. I don't know how they're gonna hold. I'm definitely not excited for the Flashpoint. I am excited for the Batman movie. I really hope that they are able to pull it off. I hope that Pattinson can prove some people wrong and be a good Batman. That would make me happy. But like you were saying, there's just now is like they're finished shooting. They're not finished shooting. They're doing this. They have to do reshoots. There's been rewrites. There's this. There's that. There's more. There's multiple Batman coming into this movie. Oh, fucking Ben Affleck's coming back. No, he's not. Now it's gonna be fucking the Vulture. It's like, oh my god, Michael Keaton's coming in, and now it's Batman Beyond. Now it's not this. Like it's just it's so much shenanigans where it's just like, give me a good, because we got a trailer, right? We got one trailer.
Was there a trailer for that?
Yeah, we're gonna look it up right now. Hold on.
Flashpoint, or are we talking about Batman? Batman.
No, Batman.
Was it? It was like a teaser then. I don't know if I don't even remember that. There was an actual teaser for it.
Yeah, man. There was because I remember him just beating the absolute shit out of someone. Let's see. And he's like, "I'm justice," or something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on here. Let's see how I do this. Share tab. There we go.
What's the date when this came out?
When the trailer came out? Looks like in August. Okay. At least it was uploaded to this channel in August. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we have No More Lies. Duct taped face, No More Lies.
This is not coming out this year. Instead of having him show up as the like having any there was nothing of Joker until the end of the movie, which was smart. And this, if those are Joker goons, even if it's a hint, I think that's dumb. But what would have been smart is before the Justice League garbage, if you would have kicked off the damn series with Superman or Batman, but Batman being in his early years, actually built stuff up. That would have been smart, but nope. We got to go straight against the Avengers and rush out the crappy Justice League movie, and then everybody was pissed, and now we're just backtracking since.
Yes, I'm with you there. One last thing I wanted to do trailer wise, because this also came out in the last week or so, is we got a trailer for Injustice, the animated movie. You saw it? What'd you think about that one?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like that one either?
I didn't like it.
All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and play it. Oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just gonna play it, and I want your thoughts. So I want you to break this one down for us here. So let's go ahead and share. Tab. Boop. Boop. All right. So it is rated R. So yay.
That's a good sign. That's always a good sign. Rated T for teen. Oh, damn it. So it is interesting because you got this part here where Joker's introducing himself, and Harley's coming out there knocking out Lois Lane, red-haired Lois. And then we got Bruce, basically finding out, hey, Batman, Lois has been kidnapped. She's letting people know. Even Wonder Woman's like, oh, crap, this is Superman's girl. We know what this can lead to. Obviously, this is the interrogation. So this is after the situation has happened. It looks like this interrogation, or they're arguing at the time. Huh?
Right. Joker looks a little weird, doesn't he? I don't like how
one of the things I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
Joker doesn't look good. He just looks look at that. He looks so weird to me. Okay, no, this is why it's happening. Okay, maybe that's interrogation. I gotta see that room again. But either way, that explosion, that's Green Lantern's covering everybody up. This is when it's happened. He's there. The key thing is he's the one who killed Lois, obviously.
Right.
Now the interrogation. So this is after when it went down. So this is the interrogation. So the argument earlier was when they was at the park and he was trying to convince them not to press the button.
Right.
And then this is Superman basically going crazy. He's pissed that his wife is gone, but his logic is smart though. Is basically, look, we need to stop these villains, plain and simple, and we can't let them keep doing this crap. And he's goes in here, tries to talk to the Joker. He's pissed, he's angry, and we know what happens after that.
Yeah, he just.
It is a good scene. This scene.
They don't really show it, but he puts a hole through the Joker, right?
Yeah, because this is what's interesting about that scene. What I always liked is when he shows up, Joker just cuts all these jokes at him, and Batman's like, "I got this, Bruce," and Superman's just like, "No, shut up!" Like, no, I want to know what the hell's going on, and I love it where Joker's just like, that's why I like you, Superman, because you're much more gullible than Bats over here, and it's just that line is so true in so many ways. Because of Superman being the quote unquote Boy Scout,
right?
He will let things like that happen. Where honestly, Batman more than likely would figure these things out before Superman will, because of how much more like negative he looks at things. But that's also a positive to make him the world's greatest detective, because it's not just white and black with him. It's not that simple, or white and gray, whatever it is. It's not that simple with him. So I just didn't like that trailer that much. The characters looked it off. I gotta reread the comic. I don't remember Lois having red hair. I don't remember her being a redhead, but I'm pretty sure in that trailer she was a redhead.
Yeah, she has like that dark red hair in the movies, don't she? Or no?
In what, the games?
No, in the movies. And the actress that played her in like Superman, no, it's brown. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say she was redhead then, so I don't remember that at all.
No, I don't know. It's like got a little. It's definitely brown, but it's lean.
It's more brown.
Yeah, it's more brown, but it's definitely got some tints in there of leaning toward, not like red like a ginger or anything, but like
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. It was something about the trailer. It just didn't seem. One, it's super short to begin with. It's only like a minute or something.
Oh yeah, it's definitely just a teaser trailer.
Very short. But it just didn't grab me like I felt it should have.
Okay.
It's just something about it that was just like, Joker didn't look good.
Yeah.
The rest of the characters didn't look bad though. Wonder Woman didn't look that good to me. She didn't look that great. She kind of looked a little more mannish.
I feel like because I was really excited to hear the news that this movie was coming. We talked about it on the show here, and I feel like it was put together very fast. Like we're already getting this trailer; it's already going to be coming out. I get that they've had the storyline, like they've written the comics, they've had the game, they've written part 2 and 3 and everything like that. So I get that they didn't have to like come up with anything, right? All the material is right fucking there for them. Even some of like the drawings, if they wanted to pull and do whatever with the computer to animate it, it's all right there for them. But my biggest thing is how the Joker looks. I didn't like that. I just didn't like how the Joker looks. But other than that, like I'm excited to watch the movie. Just maybe because I am more of a casual fan in this storyline than you perhaps, but I'm still excited to see it. And I just don't like how the Joker looked. But it does feel like they did it very fast too. Like it's almost. I hope it's not like a rushed product. I guess when we come to see it.
Yeah, I hope so too. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm always excited to see some Injustice. But I am going to be grading it a lot harder because of how big of a fan I am of that stuff. So from the games, from the comics, I know everything that happens. So I am going to grade it a lot harder and see, whether it's like, oh, this is just not good or this was okay or whatever. I don't want okay. Like it got to be better than okay for me. but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes down. But I'm just really hoping, because in that trailer they obviously, again, it's so short. I kind of wish the trailer would have focused a little bit more on the interrogation scene.
Okay.
And gave a little more of Joker's back and forth with Superman and Batman, especially Superman, because that stuff was gold.
Right.
I mean, seriously, one of my favorite lines in anything was when Joker was basically making fun of the situation. He's basically like, hey, do you think you'll ever love again? Like, the way he brings that up and goes into that is so great. That's one of my favorite lines in anything, because it's like it was great. So I'm hoping they do that and they go through all that stuff, and it's just good stuff. I'm hoping.
Right.
But the trailer, I guess because of that, I wanted to see that and hear that kind of back and forth. I didn't get that. Maybe that's what made me not like the trailer as much as it could have been.
Okay.
But it was interesting to show Harley come in there and just knock her out, and Joker meeting Lois at that point in time like that. That was pretty cool. I will say that.
I will say that usually DC does have decent animated
stuff,
movies and everything.
So I will say
the Killing Joke, maybe the only exception to that. But hopefully we don't get another Killing Joke on our hands here.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why, again, I also, not just rating the comic and the movies and the games and all that with this movie, I'm also looking at their track record too of having good animated series and good animated movies that I'm like, this can't just be okay. This needs to be above okay.
Right.
So can't be
for sure. Absolutely. I'm with you. All right. So I think that wraps up as far as our comic related stuff. I don't know if you had anything else you would like to add, but we are at the hour mark, so it just depends on what you want to talk about.
We're gonna do the anime topic I was gonna get to, but I can't do it in this short amount of time, and I don't want to stretch it out too much longer. So we'll get to that next week. Maybe we'll talk about both what ifs, because we didn't talk about the zombie what if.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's talk about some what if next week for sure.
Yeah, we'll probably do a recap of the zombie one real quick, and then we'll go into the latest one that's coming out. What is the latest one? I think they said a trailer for it. I think.
I don't know. I haven't heard anyone say what it might be about.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll come out tomorrow.
Yeah, come out tomorrow. So I don't remember. I don't know what the next one's going to be, but we'll talk about the zombie one next week and stuff.
Zombie one. Let's talk about the Doctor Strange one too. That one was pretty decent. And yeah, we'll just jump into some what if and what you were talking about with the anime stuff next week too. So guys, thank you for hanging with us. We appreciate it. Every Tuesday evening now is when we're going to do it. I think 8 p.m. is going to be our go-to. So every Tuesday at 8, come hang out with us, talk some shit, talk about comics and pop culture and movies and anime, everything like that. Smash that like button.
That's
subscribe if you haven't already. All that usual nonsense.
What are we on the road to, James? We need to be on the road to something. What's the subscribers? The road to 1,000?
We're still on the road to 1,000.
We're on the road to 1,000. Get us to 1,000, man. Come on.
Get us to 1,000. That's right. And we appreciate you hanging out.
I might not show up for your Christmas. You might not get any gifts. I know every single one of y'all. All y'all on the list.
As always, Black Santa and I ask you to stay villainous and also
fuck the